Otuado was the problem. In Black Stars, Otuado was the problem. Emra no your head coach, Now you all these guys. Carlos Queiroz from the onset of the tournament, what should I say? He's a coach for the Black Stars. And MBA say Empinifo huntem fanamba.
Benjamin Asari jina ponima as a balls and koneso. And I've heard a lot of people who Ghana has so makasa asem say soon bita nechi Emma ball and koneso. What be pain? I want who play at a local league no. Sound common no idea was encouraged because we a world stage. What's up, my people? Welcome to Vida Unfiltered Studios. Yatna C during the 2026 FIFA World Cup will be a team who said no hope for Ghana. Now, so the round of 32 na a hono as a trepa and it's saying so far the teams ni bebre atetiato Germany, Kofi, Japan, Netherlands, Ghana. Your faith this Saturday no ebe same part. Today we are seated here with veteran sports journalist Romeo Oduro to dissect Ghana, your chances of penetrating the round of 16. Romeo!
Vida!
Chale! Ishache.
Na mbewini.
Nyame aduva yebewini.
Okay.
And teenager na yedi wa babetina ha say na Romeo, round of 32. In fact, ubusa Ghana for na ye ni da so say you bet me a draw one because now your key players Salisu Jiku Kudus omo off. I feel coaching so I didn't buy just a couple of days and now weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks pepe. Enti na say na ye be kone saying ni. Enti wo sha with sa background round of 32 no e lack and as a tactics na dey draw.
Vida ni nyina kan once football no if lack in ma ontimi and do baby I will do. There's lack, there's sort of tactics or formation headed by Carlos Queiroz. I don't know at the other team. So coupled with all these two, and I'm Black Stars. I could do baby, but like you began, then it does you your tournament. I mean, from your previous friendly matches, 5 nina him. You lose, so obviously game last lose sana confidence being the even supporters are no more Ghana or beyond punim say team would even win one match. Not to talk of beating Panama and sana etimi and England enya that draw. Also, yani England nya sa draw no that gingered the fans and even the players. Also, emra draw no buy no Ghana me sure say players on multi the fans the support are Ghanaians for dedicated moment and they felt that no I won't say Ghana for you too much. So now they have nothing else than to just force their way through and anyamia doom you could do round of 32 and it's been good.
Na ye ka say mpempini ye be call World Cup say ade ba ko edi kasa ninti no show bebreba the budget na players no ministry ne to my players no mo de ko but when na ye ni da so mo mponi ye hu sentoka bebreba sa budget nsem ni mo
by that so nima are going to be a budget people didn't pay too much attention anti kasa bebre and also the reason why a bus has to do with the performance of the team. Also, we were so concentrated on their performance because going to a tournament now, both friendly matches now lose. Ghanaians were looking at that aspect, and the amount of but the Sika aspect came out when the sports minister went to parliament and there were discussions here and there. That was when Ghanaians talked about Sika, but this particular tournament and it's good say players almost and for margin ember that kind of bonus they be added in Tokwane ban. I think it's good because now that aspect is not there and the concentration now is mostly on the turf, the pitch, or more performance, and that is what Ghanaians are looking out for. And I feel say Enokran Abua ama team etimi progressive. Osha the likes of Senegal. And these bonuses, budgets, and how more from the start of the competition. Almost 2 matches, almost Lucia. Luckily for them, they had opportunity to beat. Their counterpart are qualified into the round of 32. And the bonus na assembly there is good. Say, to me, I'm too much topic. I'm my blaster and looking at your performance. Maybe I feel say the reason why people didn't talk about money has to do with the performance of the team. Ye kasa ya and then boys no to me Kenya mo womo diagram wani agya me so mani agya etie.
Right. And see, yeah, base see the quality of the players are now. In fact, many than kweku ye boat na ha me din komo. He told me say off the cuff, e be ye din say obetimi abo Ghana ye first 11. Sabe no Otoado ne wo, si Otoado ne kra onim ye first 11. So see on the table no, ye shasi ye di obi to say ye keeper and ye shasi. Atizigi former. Odi bure muni saves bi o ye ya fe o te eda ye no. Benjamin Asare so ababe so sa mantle ni mu no. Sa transition no unhu ne say.
But superb. That transition is good. I feel say from Ghana now Benjamin Asare has a full goalkeeper no. Some of us who knew him, you follow the league for some time. You say he's capable to mount the post of the Black Stars, but going into a major tournament, which happens to be his first time. Now, there were this G3, Mishrobi, Kakra. To be honest, I mean to be fair, me yako tournament. Mishro Kakra say Asare koda po mu a wan hwa na
park ebi krasa park no do man no.
Na Mishro. Enti baby a Mishro ni free mu was your first game. Emra Atizigi prior no. Obed mu second half no. Much of the balls now can't hold too much there, but I think I was comfortable because Oshe sa Mishro na wo mi mu say hey Asare da po mu pa world stage and it's a World Cup and yeah share obi be boss shot say England be boss shot. And that first match against Panama, obede mu second half no otimi chichi balls back mienu bi no and me hope say after all Asare is good to mount the post of the Black Stars. And I wasn't surprised when Onya that opportunity to be in post for against England. And I know or that England pom na me was GD say kwen bia so no obey good saves and indeed oprove and me assure say Ghanaians are now boy bi my office, your friend Gerard. Just on the beginning, or take Asare Dinkra, or see, they became via me boy. They said they became via one of us, but until say, who's Asare, it's me, Gina against England. I feel don't know yet, first 11 or selected Asare 1. And that transition from Atizigi to Asare, no, Ebia Atizigi, a pranuntina, Ebia. Amana mbebo nyese bia the performance na cover a prano pray in Panama's game no and no ntimi ama Atizigi and continue with the post but Asare is well prove say obiniwa or no a better replacement or better me replacing ama I good so that transition there 100% good.
Oh yeah kano ye ka say a friend is saying Benjamin Asare gina ponima as a balls enkone so and I've heard a lot of people who Ghana has so makasa asem ne say sunsun bita nechi emma ball enkone so what ben pain I want who play at your friend is saying your local league no sound common no ade was say encourage because we a world stage
by the way say enipa bia no say ye bibi na lack enso du achi a I think say and also a push you
but lack ben na emma ball enkono so is it worth discussing was I discussing
you see this kind of goalkeeper has of folk players will tell you say he commands the defense or you be a ultimate commanding defense nti ono mo kasa I didn't see that much with Atizigi Ebiana cameras and as be on Pekasa Ebia cameras in Zuntimi into Homa. But Asare that I know or commanding the defense no.
That about phone quite a good defense.
Asare look at boy or no there's a Asare you be a on pe concede on pese ebeshano or what has you know or dapoma on pese ebeshano cry and today biano or tetimu the defense no hey be alert hey chiwe ndiuze washena when there's a free kick ubonze or kasa or choose Charlie show me a good mark of goalkeepers all right but Asare the difference is Asare command the defense you know and he also has some sort of lack maybe I always say this guy or lack because Oshe Emra ultimately transition from House of Folk into Black Stars no I could count the number of times I wa concede goal and the intention but media and the overcome mega say one he command his defense, two he has some sort of luck and nina couple with that you know and but this guy is good and he's a player Odapuma ultimately catch defender say on your ready on your alert and he also had a good skills the nine knows who ultimately the ball Asare is a good player as well Osha ne passes he's able to give accurate passes. So two ball na ultimate to call the player or straight. And I saw ball na ultimate so ball straight to the goalkeeper. And that's all qualities of a goalkeeper. Okay, na kotoko forward keeper be. Me refini din kakra. Na kotoko forward keeper be. Ono so odapo ma ultimate commanding the defense, you know, and he has a very good passing accurate to the player. And the next book bit more bobo straight to you. Wow. I think Asari had that kind of skills in B, and that is working good for him.
Yeah, bro, defenders, you know. These 4 boys, Gideon, Mensah, Senaya, Ajete, and the fourth one,
Jeremy
Opoku. Chese, some of these guys no more Otuado time, but I remember seeing a discussion. They say you need right back a crowd. Say, what do you think? Say, I don't know the kind of junior Carlos Inya Otimi Footy. These 4 boys are afa amayen. What was lacking? Then an echo team no anti.
I think Otuado was the problem. Otuado was the problem. In Black Stars, Otuado was the problem. Emra no your head coach, you know. Now you all these guys, like you said, all these guys were there, and Osha Carlos Cruz or a defensive-minded coach, and sometimes about World Cup, the formation he's playing is about 4-3-3. A woman was about 4-1-4-1. A woman was about 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1 or packing the defense, you know, and you could see it against England.
Yeah,
we were playing 4 at the defense. And up 4 no, operate from the flanks. On Fabo no 5-15. Defenders no, they almost always play the ball at their own pack. With the man no send it to the left flank and I said the right flank. And that has been a very good, because if you want to build your attack, you begin from defense. And for defenders, our boy Senaya to me has been one of the revelations of this World Cup. I mean, tackle, ne passing accuracy, ne movement, and the player man say one china. Obecho amwa you from player bit say Anthony Gordon. I know Newcastle. Is here no Barca for no. Or no about England. He made a guy look ordinary player. One who game no so. And that is a mark of a good defender. Or free game no. So for me, Senenya has been one of our revelations in the World Cup. And then also Jeremy Opoku, fantastic defender. Oyobia or Detra. I mean, I'm so much in love with the guy because he was in Bobono, Emma Mediji. So me a gun and na me support me share the game na. One thing me person me who say I am and temper. Sometimes they delay on the ball too much. It told about a striker. No add dash eyes or multi a man the ball. No more delay. Ajete also one of our pillars at our defense. But one thing I'm person me catch it, I on tone boni boom boom that also. Sometimes you watch when Ocha no obviously Ocha now it's good, but also he's a hard tackler. Or you'll be a oba on shooting on chin or tackle hard or reminding me a lot of Jonathan Mensah. I mean these guys this young bicha and the performance of Ajete to me. He's been one of our best players.
Yeah.
And or a defender he doesn't only use the legs and the things to camper. And I can't crash over to my accurate kakrana or to my head ball. Or you'll be as a ball bar. Now with Johnny F defense and no about headed. And I say Gerard Piqué, formerly of FC Barcelona with Spain. And that's exactly now on Sa Pepe no to me a ball and Ajete, fantastic player. John Mensah. No, is it Gideon Mensah? Gideon Mensah, Enzo, Ama, sa your problem on your war, your left back, you know, after Harrison Afo, and or no Ababe replace it very well. But no, the problem back up and in the passing. Sometimes the passing doesn't go through well. And I feel say it would be an answer and hope preno. So nyabotre nanka ultimate a pass because the recovery there fantastic. And obia or detro maza, I mean you feel comfortable. Say at least we obeti my
defense.
Oh, of course. And we are so there you play with hard and resilience and attack loud banner. I mean solid. And Carlos Cruz from the onset of the tournament, what should I say? He's a coach for the Black Stars. And MBA say Empinifo Huntem Fanamba.
That tells you say leadership when it comes to your football.
Because you and I were in this country whereby you can't say Otuado is just a scout. Otuado is a scout. You should better coach Emra and but at least later they find the knowledge in that and almost sound it's been good for us. Yeah.
Lucasen I think so he has his first World Cup goal.
Yeah.
And you're bad for a defender.
He's good.
Yeah. Do you think for Yaya Bubwe, yen fanning yen obi near replace with Lucas and said the ball your game with Croatia. Now say top 4 na yen for more.
Also the be I say if you want to have a good team or a good team always have a good
reserve.
Reserve and as a bench. And or you'll be initially 4 boys I have no fantastic and to also addition abeka hono and bad for you and nam do on same coin and obetima tena bench kakra and later na ebia obi pra because Osha match against Croatia he replaced Jeremy Opoku and me anya start one boss how much into ono na and he played perfectly and minim what Carlos Queiroz is thinking ebia against Colombia, he would want to start him now. Ebia later now, and as Ebia now Jeremy Opoku pra. So Opoku pride they are not so overformed. They are any of them is good because both of them has shown that they didn't be Biano or Betty may deliver Eddie Magana. But I have one fear, and the one fear is that I don't know, but I just pray that the Black Stars will make. They will do Ghanaians the honor by beating Colombia and move on to the next stage. And yes, I'll buy that.
Now, they say the Yaka defense, it means say Jikuni Salisu omo head because it looks like Imranti Asementi omo almost no me senior players.
Say a player. Now say you invite you into a national team. Now unya kunya na uba you give in your all so that the coach will always see you. Now or the worship. And like you said, Jiku and Salisumo injury and more man tournament. But these guys have replaced them and they have replaced them well. And now the challenge or the thinking lies with Carlos Queiroz as to whoever he will select Oberbono. That is what counts. But these guys, they will have competition in that position.
Yembra and midfielders, yeah, me teacher. I always wonder, didn't I Fatao Ishaku and start because or body and be ra in 50 honum. So why are we not starting him?
What's your Fatao Dauda? No, Ishaku. Yeah. Fatao Ishaku or a good substitute or you'll be a bemu second half a bois. So Osha your match against was it England? I know started or started in one of our match.
Then that would be the first one, Anna.
Yeah, or started against Panama and or Brentham don't you are uniform. And me Fatao Ishaku or a good substitute and I'll prefer say Carlos Queiroz will always start him from the bench. But
when we need the goal for Colombia, so but
me I would feel I'll prefer Carlos Queiroz starting Fatao Ishaku from the bench and you know
Antoine Semenyo.
No,
Thomas Partey Irenchi.
No, left or a defender.
Men boy Elisha Usubia or say no.
Nyama. Only Nyama Nyinano. They are very good from the bench. And Omoba, Ombechisa game, the pressure. Because watch Carlos Queiroz, anytime he make changes for either Ishaku or Nyama. Now we're changing the play. Now we're about 4-2-3-1. And a high pressing game. And you can see that these two players, anytime opponent goalkeeper Nyabo be no more pressure. And then Antoine Semenyo no more pressure. Let's say more pressing game. How to so I feel Carlos Queiroz should start those guys from the bench.
For the Colombia game.
That's how I feel. Because Obid say Suleiman Kamaldeen Oyobia. To me, he hasn't come to the tournament. No one maybe me who I haven't seen him because Bola or Bono. That is not what he's playing for Ghana. I mean, the Kamara Dina Nimno during the qualifiers to the tournament. tournament in Kwada Wajira. And the performance at the World Cup is not good.
Abysmal.
Oh, Masa, I wouldn't want to use that. I said I would dampen the spirit, but I feel that the performance at the World Cup no eswati above from into on tenacity. Now I say no say Masa tournament to a World Cup. Ebia enya afi no be team there because the team or Italy, all right. But I feel the performance at this World Cup is below par, and he should up his game. What happened again as a me Carlos Cruz and tournament go money mobile. Because you have equally good players who will be able to match you in your position and play well. And all these guys are also waiting for selection. What I say, and to win opportunity, now say, who play around, now say, the kind of expectation I Ghana for Epe, and the way I coach in the episode bar. I mean, what are you trying to say?
Yeah, senior players, you know, Antoine Semenyo, Thomas Partey, and won't finish ho. For Semenyo, the encouragement him said the enka Kylian Mbappe mujiji omu goals na Harry Kane mu ye boys we actually 2 we actually 3 by now they think ba ku mi ni bi suama na because right now on top pa
o say Semenyo a player bia yambono Arrowhead yambono number 9 say onu na so ko say onu usually operate from the flanks na wakati in na watimi ashego ebi a header bi ba no aba jibo no atwe no den level so no play bi an 9-2 ni nyina kan. But one thing I'm finding difficult with the Black Stars currently is the fact that Semenyo edashi say a man of ball now the ball doesn't go, ball no flow and for Semenyo. So Washa against England he had to come from the flanks oban finfin ebejibo obejibo a either say the ball no ebedu on and say o dwane kaka no abre na ajibo no because oyobia ope 1-2 play and Jiwasha or City otimi any Silva Bernardo Silva ebo 1-2 no kono adashine da to amano na wa yibo no da be no akate no go and he's not getting the same supply from the team I mean Black Stars and no ma as a Semenyo ayira again but against the first match against Panama I think he was rewarded with the best player, man of the match. And I think that particular match, you know, man, said too much, but the contribution to the team, you know, it helped. And you know, we go share a on pass and or the ball, Emma, and to Oma Asante Dimrika Kofaya Timi, and Ma Urenchi, at the ball at Tottenham. So, Antoine Semenyo is doing his best, but the supply, no, and Tamba. And most of the time, no, he's being forced to come back.
From supply no when I say free ni ho. I
say free midfield. Midfield no and but Osha Partey position at this World Cup no he's not playing the midfield that you and I know or both defensive midfield and Osha against or block it and he was fantastic to watch. I mean anytime Partey I always say he's a delight to watch. Against England he shows indeed one of our key players. A do baby a more dinner Partey he lived up to expectation and I was so much impressed. Emra me who know against England Osha Bola Partey boy to me now he deserved to be even awarded the man of the match. But but Partey the position at this World Cup fantastic and the midfield one day I feel say Urenchi a good player but so nya hodin kakra ahodin no and he's most of the time being bullied in the midfield but the passing and the movement and the dashing there on top fine. But ahodin kakra na aka ama Urenchi but he's good. Oyobia the first major tournament and he hasn't disgraced himself. I feel he
has a goal as well.
Exactly. And the more Onya playing time no now the confidence level bashro. So midfield no fantastic defense.
Yemra Sibo so. Sibo me hu say why post bi as a Ghana fan man baptism of fire kakra mo see insults say ban so no.
And onya Moga just blast out there so long as way you want to so blast out there. Ampa ogubiza Samoa.
Me see e be shine dan na enye easy.
And blast out there that is how it is. On say Ghana for play football and Obibega say onya coach. But I can tell you have over 34-35 million Ghanaians who are coach our show. And it's a new opportunity na someone bar. Even Accra na say abrewa tini baby to make a say masa born now born nyefe. Because Ghana the enim any born enim bo. Sibo ayobia midfield now or bono. Sometimes I don't know say I need fini one. Washe Sibo onya bonetoro bia ohun se on call right and on call left na se the ball no dwana ko echi ye the ball no ko na afi na Sibo ehwe obi the ball na ma no wechi esa no ase formation no and to if he really want to cement the position in the midfielder he need to be obia onya bona no dash fast no jemu no move no call no have tackle and your tackling should be hard. Because midfield, no, that is what you're gonna engine room yeah midfield. And once our midfield break, now say team no a good. And you bought midfield when you have a share position. Michael Essien, Stephen Appiah, Lai Kingston, Mono Mo Elbow, Ajima Bedumu, Ejinamono Moba. And what they need tenacity and movement and speed. We are not seeing that with Sibo. Ebiana, okay, qualifiers no. Now OG fans too much. Now the modern training, so Ghanaians were giving him so much for Sibo, maybe I'm not in there. But hey, like on our post to the baptism of fire ban so Ghana there, so only about Obama now Ubaya Dilly Dali Bia Sana Masa Wasubashi and the open will cement your place in a midfielder. You have to up your game and play hard. That is what we are noted for.
Yemra Elisha Usu. I mean, for this gentleman, Ghana for a chrono. If there's someone you see him pesi behunu midfield no Romeo ne Elisha Owusu and I believe say bibi woni muntina call up ne crab by in the first place say not here and as say na wasesa and nti Ghana for enhu ne usefulness e wo midfield hono
o say Elisha Owusu from the qualifier no be a box to be as a box to box midfielder or you be a or no aba or G pass no a train no a map pass no a dash or contribution or like he operate all over but ebia this tournament you know onye see but notwithstanding no he hasn't been that bad onye too bad whereby
so backlash na no dey
onye too bad whereby among for be man of that baptism of fire I feel say Ghana for Nyabotrema Elisha Owusu the expectation going into this tournament now is too high. And Ebia, aside in a major tournament, Ebia when you that opportunity or and the Omunya Butremano, I feel that all is not lost against Colombia. Colombia team and a black saying and the kind of South American football and one against your ball Ghana and against Colombiano. That box to box and Tokwa and it comes with hard tackling. It will come. And you need a player like Elisha Owusu.
And you want us to play Elisha in the middle. Upa say if you're starting lineup, no. We are Carlos Queiroz.
Me Carlos Queiroz. I will prefer Elisha coming from the bench. Or from the bench. Now or what I say because obviously Colombia match. If we win this match, it will be at midfield. Midfield because battle of midfield. And bono. And see besi dinkunim pa over Colombia. Nim say omo ba hoden, omo ball speed game, omo ebo nyadin, omo ebo hard tackling. And say watch Colombia game hoden crowd. South America omo ball match na ano shit. And say Ghana Yentimi no man boss easy zone machine, but I believe in the Black Stars. And going into this tournament now, GD Bian Shedani Ho. But against Colombiano, I also see the match and a bedding. And if Carlos Queiroz and the right me I believe good. The starting 11, the right people, if he doesn't select them, now I for Mamba. Emmanuel got well for us, but I feel say Black Stars on a very good day now, Ghana can do some magic. Now.
Yes, so far tournament in the share who clear cut striker bia on a DNA because me kaisa can na baby just some wajan wo ne a table one top. We had then or the kuku ni tini beji e dia show. Yes, yenya clear cut striker wo tournament, but say senior man Jordan so ejinemu.
Baida, asamna no aka no yenya a clear cut striker. Wano ebe yinu waka say, oh, okay. We there, wano ejana. So on say, you mentioned Asamoah Gyan say, bono arrowhead cra, there, obetim in the T, obetim in the chest, obetim in the nine, aje, ashe. But we share, yeah, striking force, yeah, the koya. Jordan Ayew, Inyaki Williams, Fatau Ishawaku, and Kamara Dean. These guys, they are quiet in the tournament, especially Iñaki Williams. He's gone quiet. Minim Sebia, because Iñaki Williams, about world stage, you've been there, you know. Ubo Atletico.
That's a confidence, no.
Bilbao, LSP. Minim Sebia, Oba Blaster, na. Say, Ubia Tonusu, say, Obina Sheda, episode radio over him, say, Obia Rinrano, Obianim. What is wrong with? I feel that the coach, should sit him down, talk to him, and say, "Masa, we're a world stage and a World Cup. Everybody is watching. Ghanaians are watching. Ghanaians' spirit is behind the team." And the Iñaki Williams should. I mean, one guy said, "What that they are all sorry because tournament, I haven't seen Iñaki Williams."
Bonnie and then your team, Papa. That's all that it is.
And no, anyway, team not born there. Well, and your bad team. Obo good team, but senka obo kesiya na ami bia be koyi, but tournament na ye bono so Jordan ayo bia obeji ball a edu anim wa na se wa bre no wa lose ball no. One thing I boa Jordan oboa Blaster no oyo bi otimi gina ball so eche
what I say ekosi hinfa
ugina mo eno so question na obuza ugina ball no so I mean, it has to be resulted into some positive way be. But ultimately, Jina boss Osha, your match against Panama. Antoine Semenyo a move be. Nanka or spectator Jordan beside the ball na mano. And Jordan Jina bonus so I say bono. Emma make me guy. A lot of people got angry. And because after the game, no, so I bash in call Jordan so those were the petty things that people saw. Because Bobo now. A lot of things come into your mind. You might not know who and who are watching. I'm on for more watching the who game to me and Tibia don't be catch on. As who say you take it good in good faith. Now what me I just now why yes some changes behind my boy. I haven't seen Jordan too much in this tournament against England or Province or betimi aye but he was not striking in that particular game. And he was playing alongside with the midfield. Obano abejibo na wadashi edu enimo pene aje finishem. I saw the strength in our midfield and anymore kakra, but I haven't seen any Black Star player or ever can say way you know so striking.
Yem bench Jordan.
If it is possible, why not?
Hey, I don't know if it is
No, on your or a player a bit in my bench. I feel Carlos Correa should bench Jordan and then play on somebody and Tibia second half. Nibia, many Carlos Correa and I will play Antoine Semenyo. My boy Antoine Semenyo. Ewenim. Now my boy Ishawaku. Ewe left. Now me di Nyama Abara because in Nitimo Obo, Otimi ball left and right. Nyama and the Obo animal trainer. And all these guys are sharp. They could dribble, they could play short, they could also tackle. And the many coach now. Mebo Antoine Semenyo, no more Nyama any Ishawaku left and right. No more abo. What I say? Now I'll bench Jordan Awechi. Now ebia later. Se muse give no ye wina obia bra. Nam the Jordan aba.
Cause you see anytime maybe in a film be a Ghana shegu. You see Jordan na say Ghana nya goals see
I think say sometimes o delay or boss do. And your first time Jordan even this tournament against Panama we saw it in Tusha England England I feel or then more kana boss number and so he had to come back and take ball against Croatia. So the same thing we saw Jordan Okwa now say waka or ma until later the coach had to withdraw him out intermediate. I feel say Carlos Correa should have the balls and bench Jordan and play on somebody who is more hungrier for successful Black Stars.
Right. Into Romeo Draw. Mame will top starting lineup. No. It's starting from goalkeepers. No. Mame will starting 11.
Me starting 11 part 1. Benjamin Asari. Benjamin Asari should be in our post. Jeremy Opoku. Wano enginemu MI Senaya. Also Mobi. And my watch Gideon Mensah. This will be my back three. Oba midfielder. May I expect Jordan Evans Thomas Partey in our midfield. May I expect Elisha Owusu also in our midfield. May I expect say Minya Antoine Semenyo also in my midfield. So, Oko strike now. Me especially minya Fatao Ishawaku. Me especially minya Nyama. Me especially minya
Caleb Yenchi on FIFA.
Caleb Yenchi on FIFA. Ono so beka Patemo hono ma e4
Like final one.
I would prefer playing Iñaki Williams. Our flanks. Iñaki Williams. Anya Shikrano there, most supply no ball. Anya Shikrano, obetima should go. But I feel that the supply are not going to Iñaki Williams. That is why he's quiet in the game. And it's a supply no ma, as a striker and so boss no ma. As a ban fin fikakra. Now beji ball. Obeji ball, oh yeah, good striker. You can shoot from anywhere. As a moja now on chain dupo man sana bosho. Or to me ball from anywhere. No ashe. Because sometimes to me you can take on the goalkeepers and unexpectedly ball shot we won't say it may deflect grab it my go.
Do and we miss Kudus? What you set up ni mana? Ya finana. In terms of shooting from all angles, no.
Yes, when it comes to that aspect, I think ya miss Kudus kakra. Senko ma and can him say a bit men you'll be me handle ball, a ball juggler, somebody who can dribble and then play shot. Range baby own expect go bet more shot, and with that aspect we do, but say a back into midfield and a box to box, I think we haven't mixed him that much in this particular tournament.
So your chances against Colombia, you see a round of 32, no sha 16 no Ghana. Ever so far they say Morocco. I'm sure Sansana Yebe airs our episode with a few other African countries as well making you proud. Is Ghana going to make Africa proud? So far, 9 out of 10 African countries and I qualify for the round of 32.
Right, me Ghana need I would have loved for Ghana to qualify. What I say, but Oshe game na me Carlos Cruz from this tournament, like I said earlier, about 4-3-3. A woman about 4-1-4-1. A woman who assistant call 4-2-3-1. High speed, no be a high pressing game. No ball. Against Colombia, a match of equals. You know Munshiada. When it comes to the national team, like senior level, you know Colombian share. I think you know Munshiada under 17 somewhere 2007. And Ghana for sure one day. But apart from that, senior level we have never met. Obia strength, just like the way any Croatia boy any Asia. I feel say Carlos Cruz, if he want to win this match, he shouldn't play defensive. He should open up the game and play box to box, because Colombia, when we are able to take our chances, we can win. But the mountain is very high very difficult to climb. I feel that the Black Stars can qualify, but if we don't get our starting 11 right, we might not be able to qualify. But I wish me Ghana India. Obviously, my bomb say Ghana be winning. But match na ye come no vida ending. Obi obeka say match nya di bi oboa ending. So if I say be tournament, prophecies by obi say 1-0, 0, 1-0, 1-0. Did that happen? No.
Me see
no, masa munja. I would prefer say Sane man we shouldn't. What I say? Oh bompire, oh be a bompire for my team, don't and one my public can. It doesn't take anything away from you. Na minimum and found the obeka others and I feel Saudi and there. And you need say to me a follow. But Colombia match on the divider Eden, I can't stay Serbia. You bet me I qualify.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Ghana chances par the same.
Yeah, chances par dear against Colombia. By the 10/6.
Just say you be sure man.
Say maka. Me there's and one make
you be sure mo. Uji this you be sure.
But I know maka me say 10/6.
10/6 and you divided by 2 and I divided by 10/6 in proper fraction better.
Hey, but Ghana, Colombia, by the heading, but
in the zone, you think you Ghana need yanke be sure.
Oh, blasters, I say football. Oh, if you are the Ghana beshe, and then Ghana beshe. But you see, adding, by the adding. May I sure say I'm over started permutation and odds and I say game no cost not business so cost which. What I say, I know it come on, but media I'm not focusing on that aspect. But I feel say Vida had you.
So in terms of ticketing, I think the sports ministry never announced say you need tickets be adema supporters already na Ghana for no more man no mu super ticket on Munsa NKB. Into this time now tickets be anyone for Colombia no. What shall support base there because same pa.
Say no more candia na just say support base in the MWA Ghana for, but I can tell you say tickets na issue na buy no. Whatever they are doing and their omomasem, but I hope say it will be resolved na supporters ni be many tickets akwa share because supporters no more stadium no players no ko hu omkra ejinjomo washa ya 3 matches I boss so far no support a tight team na no it tells you say Ghana for the mean business what I say and if omutene no me hu supporters bia ho I said bia a month on town machi but the drona wa Ghana ya town machi and empire but ticketing assembly the penny no more resolve it from now up to Mimin that day Saturday I mean kwanka crowd so they can resolve this ticketing issue said be my boys no who supporters now or money beti maji and yes pa dia wan hwa na Colombia she Ghana but the supporters ni call in their numbers not players ni hu pa dia Ghana will shock Colombia
powder man no so no kro hia mo akwa no hu powder
me so say powder
so ni sike nyina etu kwan akọ Boston akọ Harvard akọ Philadelphia you see the onipa no de go ni brebo no see ni lawyer fair na short
unim say England for no like seriously
they believe in those things
believe say akwa na duro ne powder na hu and ama England hey serious let's make it just common powder destined powder and akwa na hu destined powder
lebu powder
and edro bi but like he say no ne sikasa I say pen for boa I say abantimi boa support mo halfway say bia untimi and ticket nyina akwa mo crowd kakra no because
at least 1,000 media
or the source wa obetimi di bia kan wona watimi ato ticket na akọ but I can tell you say this tournament na ma US when you scapa because ticket no board you anya Ghana nkwa na yesu
Uber for adwuma cost hotels Airbnb in fact competition angasa host here for so
also but I can tell you say people from England are complaining about the pricing of the ticketing. Tickets no anoshi. But omo baby do me so FIFA betimate so. And people who buy they've bought it already. Omo beto no matter that. And tikakra na Canada yem penny for yesromo o fine. Monso enkofo so na omo ntimi nko stadium enko cheer blaster anyesa pa dia.
Right, so this has been Vida Unfiltered Studios. Your best musamun subscribe. Sana baby I this san komo emu shame mam Ghana pocket you over $30 million. And
I'm Ghana had the brutal.
And you share ni mo say round of 16 Ghana hopefully no. For some weird reason, we'll find ourselves there. This has been Vida Unfiltered Studios. Miniminya Beman Romeo Odro.
But I was a Makai our days in UTV, you know, telenovela, no. And we've always been lovers. We've always been lovers on the show, yeah.
So catch you on the next episode, Charlie. Yeah. Book World Cup here. The woman here, the sports, I'm about entertainment. Now I'm going to so kudos to Ghana Black Stars on reaching the round of 32. We are hoping. So say they be prepares you drew on way there. So for some weird reason, let us jump into the round of 16. And we know that a bit to me are possible. But any tomorrow here, catch you.